Wow, what a way to end VCT Pacific. I got to cast a reverse sweep by DRX, went back to my roots and hosted the main stage of the grand finals, and I even won my own little trophy for what I would like to call my amazing predictions. All things I desperately wished for going into the weekend because, well, now my season's over. Seeing as I am not going to be working at Champions Seoul, my season is over in July just like RRQ, and I was left wondering what to do. So I spent a few days doing what I do best, playing some video games. But I am a bit of a nerd, and I like to analyze and break down the games and make content around it. Seeing as I haven't been invited to co-stream and watch party Champions Seoul yet either, I wondered what else could I do, since these are going to be some of the best Valorant games we've ever seen. So here's the plan. We're going to focus on the 4 amazing Pacific teams that we are sending to Champions Seoul and join them on their journey. We're going to try to become the teams ourselves. What would Chobra do? We'll prep against the opponents of our upcoming matches as if we were the IGLs and part of the coaching staff of each team. And then we'll also VOD review each of the matches to try to make turnarounds during the tight tournament schedule. That's right, we're going to simulate just how grueling it can be to go through a tournament like this. We're going to start this week, because we only have a week before Champions Seoul kicks off, with a rundown of the Pacific teams. Just a brief review of what are the pros and cons, what kind of teams are we sending, and what are their characteristics. Afterwards, we'll jump right into the analysis. We're entering the VOD dungeon. We're going to watch all the opponents that they are facing in their opening matches, tracking their stats, trying to enter their opponents' minds to figure out what could our Pacific teams be prepping for. And from there, we continue alongside the Pacific teams. If they continue to win, we continue to grind as well. Even without the co-streams, we'll do VOD reviews, updates, and try to get all those breakdowns for their next matchups. Now, let it be known, disclaimer, big flashing lights and fonts all on the screen, that I am not saying I could be a better coach or an IGL. I couldn't. As much interest as I have always had in coaching in any game I've worked on in esports, I've never actually done it, so this is not an attempt to undermine the ridiculous amount of work it takes for the coaches and IGLs and all the time that they put into it non-stop. But for one, I just think this would be kind of fun, and it would force me to be much more objective as well, and it can give us just a tiny glimpse of just how grueling it can be to try to go through a tournament run. Alongside this, there have been other games I have been looking forward to, both competitive esports titles and not, so to prepare for the off-season and how crazy we're gonna go just waiting for roster mania juice, we'll start exploring some new content ideas as well. First up among all of those will be some content revolving around Stormgate, an upcoming RTS by Frost Giant Studios. So that's it. The season might be over, but the fun doesn't have to end. And also, I'm hoping that it's not quite over yet, because I really hope I can be at Ascension, because Ascension Pacific this year is going to be stacked. So, if you want to follow along the journey that we take for the Pacific teams, then make sure you subscribe to this channel, and also let me know down in the comments below what else you'd like to see during VCT Champions Seoul. Oh, and don't worry, we will do a quick review of the power rankings of all the Pacific teams now that the entire year is over for VCT Pacific. That's going to be it. Chobra out.